Hello everyone and welcome to Hearthstone Feels. I'm JRPG and I'm sure this has happened to a lot of you before. You draft a pretty good arena deck, you know, it may not be fantastic, there may be a few little issues, but you think you're going to get a fair amount of wins out of it. It's a pretty good deck. And then you go 0 and 2. It's not a good feeling to go 0 and 2, and the feel just is my deck really that bad? And what you're gonna see in this video is sometimes that feeling is just wiped away because you get some redemption out of that deck. As you can see, the deck I drafted, it was a rogue draft. It was a little bit spell heavy, but you know, I picked some of the spells early on, like Eviscerate and Backstab, really good spells. And what ended up happening by the end of the draft was, you know, I had the choice of Betrayal and then like a Training Dummy and some other useless minion or spell. So I just had to take the best, even though it, you know, I could have done with a few more early minions. Now, the first game I played, it was just heartbreaking. I was against a Warlock, and he just had the most ridiculous zoo opening ever, and I just didn't draw any of my early game. But I ended up like getting myself back into it, and oh god, I mean, I had him to 1 HP, and he drew a charging minion and killed me with a charging minion. The second game was just the most ridiculous, because I was 0 and 1 at that stage, so I'm going up against another person who's 0 and 1, and this guy, it was a druid, and he had basically a constructed wild format beast druid deck, like 100% perfect. He had 2 haunted creepers, a Mark of Your Charge in his opening hand, and the Mark of Your Charge drew another Mark of Your Charge and a Savage Combatant, and I mean, it was just ridiculous. He had like all beasts and all the buffing cards just in his opening hand and from the draws because of the Mark of Your Charge. I mean, that was over by like turn 5, and I just thought 0 and 1, and I go up against this kind of deck. That is ridiculous. And I was getting really angry, and so I come into this game 0 and 3 against a Hunter. I mean, I've got to be able to beat this Hunter, a 0 and 2 Hunter with this rogue deck. And that little Micro Machine, he is the king. Look at that. I mean, he just dropped that Moshigun Warrior, the Taunt minion, which doesn't kill the Micro Machine. The Micro Machine just ticked over to be able to one-shot it. I dropped the Fel Reaver here because it doesn't really matter at this point if I lose some cards. He's got to clear that 8-1 straight up, which is going to be hard in and of itself. And then he's got to try and clear the 8-8. And I'm going to have him down way before that. You know, he drops the minion here, and it's just so unfortunate because in my hand I happen to have the Ironbeak Owl, which I almost didn't pick. And just for good measure, I added in the Eviscerate there for the turn 6 win. And I hope you enjoyed that, guys. I'll be bringing you more Hearthstone Feels as I go along. I think the next one is Tavern Brawl related, but that was a lot of BS and a lot of fun at the end for me in that game. It really got me feeling good. I think I ended up going maybe 6-2 or something like that, so it wasn't spectacular, but it was just those 2 early losses that really screwed me. Alright, see you later, guys.